Here are 10 signs you are marked by God's favor. With Bible and real-world examples, when the favor of God rests on your life, it causes two things: doors to open and demons to panic. It's not always flashy, but it's always visible to the spirit realm. Favor is heaven's stamp that says, this one carries destiny. If you've been feeling out of place, under pressure, or unusually elevated, read this carefully. 1. You attract unusual warfare. The enemy doesn't attack mediocrity. If you've noticed more spiritual, emotional, or mental warfare than others, it's because you're dangerous to darkness. Bible example: David wasn't targeted because he was small. He was hunted because he was royal. 1 Samuel 17. Real-world example: Nelson Mandela was imprisoned 27 years, not for a crime, but because of what his voice could change. Favor doesn't make life easy. It makes you a threat. 2. Doors open without credentials. You get into rooms others spent years trying to access. Your name comes up in spaces you've never entered. That's not luck. It's kingdom promotion. Bible example: Esther was a Jewish orphan, yet she was crowned queen in a foreign land. Esther 2:17. Real-world example: Oprah Winfrey came from poverty and abuse, yet became one of the most influential women on earth. When God opens it, no resume is needed. 3. You rise again and again. Even your enemies are tired of seeing you bounce back. The blows should have broken you, but God kept breathing into your lungs. Bible example: Paul was stoned and left for dead, yet stood up and kept preaching the same day. Acts 14:19-20. Real-world example: Tyler Perry lived in his car while pursuing plays that failed, but he kept rising until the world couldn't ignore him. The bounce back is a sign of divine reinforcement. 4. Your presence carries weight. Before you speak, the room shifts. People sense it. Some admire it. Some fear it. It's not pride. It's presence. Bible example: Joseph found favor everywhere, even in prison. His presence changed atmospheres. Genesis 39:2-4. Real-world example: Dr. Miles Monroe walked into rooms with global leaders, not because of money, but because of divine mandate. Favor makes you unforgettable, even to strangers. 5. Losses birth purpose. You're not just losing people, you're shedding distractions. Divine separation often feels like rejection before it reveals direction. Bible example: Abraham had to part ways with Lot before God revealed the fullness of his promise. Genesis 13:14. Real-world example: Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, his own company, only to return later and transform the world. Favor often strips before it crowns. 6. You sense hidden motives. You catch what others miss. You can smile at people, but your spirit knows who's real and who's a snake. This is heaven's early warning system. Bible example: Jesus knew Judas would betray him, but didn't panic. Discernment is a weapon. John 13:11. Real-world example: Many prophets and intercessors report dreams or gut feelings that later prove true. This isn't weird, it's kingdom software. Favor upgrades your spiritual radar. 7. Your enemies always fail. They gather, they plan, they even throw you into a den. But somehow every trap becomes your testimony. Bible example: Daniel's accusers got him in the lion's den, but he walked out and they were thrown in. Daniel 6:22-24. Real-world example: Countless whistleblowers and truth-tellers are targeted, but many are protected supernaturally until their message is delivered. When you're favored, the weapon forms, but it won't prosper. 8. You carry peace in chaos. Where others lose their minds, you maintain your soul. Favor stabilizes you even when the boat rocks. Bible example: Jesus slept in a storm, not because he was careless, but because he carried peace. Mark 4:38-39. Real-world example: Missionaries and faith leaders in war zones often testify of a strange calm under fire. It's not natural, it's divine. Your calm is evidence of God's hand. 9. You influence without trying. People imitate you, quote you, follow you, yet you never asked for it. Your life becomes a mirror, reflecting heaven's light. Bible example: Peter's shadow healed the sick. Influence flowed from his presence. Acts 5:15. Real-world example: Think of Malala Yousafzai, shot as a child for speaking truth, but her voice inspired millions. Favour amplifies your influence without you chasing clout. 10. You multiply what others waste. Where others see barrenness, you see opportunity. Where they complain, you create. Favour gives you solutions in dry places. Bible example. Isaac planted during famine and reaped 100-fold the same year, Genesis 26:12. Real-world example. Many African entrepreneurs are now turning waste into energy, jobs, and wealth because favour inspires vision where others see trash. When God's hand is on you, even famine feeds you. Final word. You don't need to prove you're chosen. Your survival is proof. Your comeback is proof. Your peace, your glow, your resistance to betrayal, that's the fingerprint of God. Favour doesn't scream. It whispers and still shifts nations. Stay aligned, stay clean, stay kingdom. Because when heaven marks a man, even hell takes notes. Thank you for watching. Like, comment and share with a friend. Let us wake up together.